Jeff and Jeremy. It's like a radiogasm.
I said, hey, babe, check it out on the podcast.
Apple Podcast, Google Podcast,
and Spotify.
All this is going viral.
Good morning. Jeff and Jeremy here. This is Dumbass of the Day, and it's brought to you by California Diesel and RV, reminding you that there are good decisions and questionable ones when it comes to diesel repair on your RV, your truck, your company's fleet vehicles. You want to go with the people you trust and the faces you know. Those are the faces at California Diesel and RV. If it runs on diesel, they are your people. They're on Pike Lane in Oceano. You can follow the links right now. Go to kzoz.com.
How pathetic can some people be?
I don't know if you're any sex offenders here tonight? A lot of them. That's crazy. Yeah, my roommate and I got a newsletter, or not a newsletter, but like a little, I don't know if you ever got the warning, like that a sex offender moved in your neighborhood, like these sex offenders that clap, like I'm sure you know what I'm talking about, but like, it's crazy, all these like letters, like they tell you their name, where they live, and then it says like adorably, please don't harass this person. It's like, guess who likes to drink? Boom! But I thought I'd be the bigger person, so I actually went to the house, brought the guy a welcoming gift. It's a box of Girl Scout cookies. Yeah. He was not amused at all. He was like, dude, that is in poor taste. I was like, guess what else is in poor taste? Being a sex offender. That's in pretty poor taste. Now give me back my dosey-dos.
Dumbass of the Day. 93.3 KZOZ.
Great. God, I can see that. Oh, that just reminds me.
That one was for you, Andrew Cuomo.
I got to get on the sex offender map, see if there's any that moved into the neighborhood so I can go welcome them.
We live close to a school, so we're immune because they're not allowed to live close to a school.
Oh, yeah, I live by a school, you live by a school.
So we're immune. Yeah, you live by a school. You live close enough.
Right above me,
Close
right
enough. Close-ish enough.
Up and around the corner.
Yeah.
It's not very far. I mean, to drive there, it's probably maybe a quarter mile.
Yeah, maybe
a little more, half a mile. Man arrested at a store. I don't know what kind of store it is because I'm not familiar with this kind of store, but I think it was a department store. He was walking around to women, getting very close to them that were wearing skirts, and there was a reason for that.
And is charged with invasion of privacy for allegedly strapping a phone to his foot and recording video as the camera was pointed up a woman's skirt at a local Sheetz. The victim told police she heard another man yell that there was a phone taped to Bass's shoe. When questioned by police, he told them he had big holes in his pockets and his phone would fall through, so that's why it was taped to his shoe.
It's a great reason to have your phone taped to your shoe.
Bro, you gotta work on your excuse game before you be a pervert.
Hey, what do you want me to do? I got holes in my pocket. I gotta tape them to my shoes.
Like, that is the god-awful worst excuse I have ever in a million years heard.
Okay, now I have a bigger phone. How do you camouflage that? Phones are too big now. I mean, how do you do that? You know, they make cameras the size of a razor head you could stick right in your laces.
Hey, don't give the perverts ideas. Come on.
It's not like I've had this idea.
That is the worst excuse I could ever, like, I'm
what is
sorry.
The point of this?
Like,
I mean, I guess I know the point.
Is this guy 5 years old? Because that sounds like something.
Yeah, junior high. I mean, you want to see a girl's underwear? Maybe you're hoping she's one of those that doesn't wear underwear?
Well, you know, I have holes in my pockets, so I tape my phone to my shoe because then that way I don't have to worry about it falling out of my... Come on. Dude. Seriously? That's your excuse?
What would you do?
My God, this guy's the dumbest dumbass.
If this guy came up to you, ladies, and he had a phone taped to his shoe, and he's like, if you don't mind, I'm going to stand here next to you for a minute. Well, let me put my foot
Why do you have a phone on your shoe,
in
sir?
between your legs down there. There you go.
Why do you have a phone on your shoe? Because I have holes in my pockets. You understand?
Okay.
Like, if you had holes in your pockets, what would you do? You would tape your phone to your shoe.
We had a guy once, if you remember, this was a couple years ago at a Target. And the red Target shopping carts, he had taped a phone to the very front of the shopping cart on the bottom by the wheels. And he would just slide that up underneath women behind him. He would come up behind him and just have the cart right up underneath him. And then, but not just sitting there on his shoe. Didn't work for either one of these guys. Congratulations, shoe perverts. Underwear peeker. You are Jeff and Jeremy's
Dumbass of the Day. It's Jeff and Jeremy in the morning on 93.3 KZOZ.
So Jeff cleaned his desk and he feels much less stressed. Number 2 on the list of the top 5 things people do to relieve their stress is cleaning. I like to go fishing. I like to just be away from people. I think just being alone is probably the best way to relieve stress. Getting away from your phone, getting away from people, getting away from everything. Going somewhere quiet. And unless you can get out on a lake, you probably have no idea what I'm talking about. Or the ocean. Maybe it's sitting on the pier, throwing a line out.
What about hiking? When people go hiking, they experience the same bliss, I would imagine.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, exercise is the number one thing that people do to relieve their stress, and hiking is exercise.
Exercise is great because if you do it, which I don't, but when I do, it helps you sleep a lot better.
I've been wanting to do
from just having kids. If I get them exercising, they'll sleep a lot better.
I've been wanting to do the new hike. It's not that new anymore. It's above Pismo Shell Beach there, the whatever they call that, the Pismo Preserve.
Mm-hmm.
They have cameras up there. You can look online. They got mountain lions. They got bears. They got all kinds of wildlife up there.
That's enough
Snakes.
to keep me from going up there.
Yeah, me too. I'm not going up there. I need to. Actually, that's not the reason I'm not going up there. The reason I'm not going up there is because it's pretty steep. But I did Sierra Alto. Is that the one that's at Montana de Oro? Is that what they call that? Sierra Alto, I think, peak. It's right behind the cove there at Montana de Oro, and you go up and back.
I don't think that's Sierra Alto.
Oh, okay.
I think Sierra Alto is actually out on the 41 between Atascadero and Morro Bay.
Oh, okay. All right. I'm not sure.
But there is a big one out there. It's called Mount something. It's like a mountain.
I read somewhere that it's the highest peak and the tallest hike you can do here in the area. And we did it a number of years ago. A buddy of mine, a couple buddies, and it was okay. It was all right. It wasn't so bad. I mean, I saw old ladies coming down the thing with walking sticks. They almost look like ski poles. But that's a good way to relieve your stress. Cleaning is a really good thing. Putting music on and cleaning. I was over the weekend. I was
Valencia Peak is where
Valencia, yeah, with a V, right? Got to have music on. Music helps me exercise and it helps me clean. Sex is number 3 on the list. Meditation is number 4. And reading is number 5. 805-543-3693 are the numbers you can weigh in.
I'm surprised doing something on your phone didn't come in on there. Because what I do is I do this by default. I end up playing Monopoly on my phone.
Oh, it's playing a game, right?
Yeah.
I'm sure it's probably on the list somewhere. Now, getting on social media and starting to look at other people or things that could stress you out, that's probably the least thing, the one thing you probably should stay away from.
You know what the peak of Cerro Alto is? Cerro Alto, that's the highest one.
Where's that at?
That's the one that I was talking about between Atascadero and Morro Bay. It is 2,624 feet high. That's pretty high.
You got all the peaks right there?
I'm looking at Hikes Peak, and it's a reference for hikers that can do, and it's just got all the different hikes that you can do on the Central Coast. Hazard Peak? Did you go up to Hazard Peak, Jeremy? That's a 6-mile hike in Montana de Oro.
No, I went up Valencia, to the top of that Valencia, whatever the hell that is.
That one's a 4.5 mile, but it's a higher elevation.
Valencia?
1,347 feet. That Cerro Alto that I was talking about is 2,624 feet.
Yeah.
That's huge.
Have you been on Madonna? I've never been up to Madonna.
Oh, you haven't? It's cool. They got a platform up there.
Yeah, I know they put a Christmas tree up there at Christmas time. The lights, anyway.
Yeah, I think I'm going to try.
But I've never done that, huh?
To take the kids up for the Christmas tree. Here's the problem. She's got to come back down, and for the lights to be on and to get the full benefit of the lights,
you have to come down in the dark.
You have to come down in the dark. Yeah. But kids,
or you could go really early in the morning and get up there when it's dark, and then wait for it to lighten up, and then come down in the dark.
But that's the thing. You have to go up in the dark.
Well, it's called a flashlight. You can get a 4-pack at Costco, then everybody can have one. I wouldn't want to deal with that either. Talk about adding stress to your life.
If it was a paved path all the way up there, I'd be okay with that.
Wow. Jeff and Jeremy in the morning.
This Let's Go Brandon thing is really taking off. And, I guess there was a pilot, a Southwest Airlines pilot, when he landed, he's like, well, welcome to Miami, everybody. We're at 74 degrees and it's 6:45. Let's go, Brandon. And everybody on board, not everybody, I don't know, but a lot of people on board took issue with it. And now Southwest Airlines is getting a lot of flack for this pilot saying, let's go, Brandon, over the speakers, which we all know, right? Is there anybody that doesn't know what let's go, Brandon means? If you don't, look it up. I'm pretty sure everybody knows by now what's going on. It's amazing, though, how you change something that is you would never say, especially about a president, especially, in Congress, yet by saying, let's go, Brandon, everybody feels like you can say it anywhere. And, obviously a sign of disrespect towards the president, which I've always been very staunch on the fact that I don't care if you like the president or not, you should still respect the office and the office itself. Some people would say it's very hard to do that, depending on, how they feel about it.
Oh, we're past that point, Jeremy.
Well, I know, right?
We've been past that point for a while.
But I mean, obviously, the way President Donald Trump was treated, and now it goes to the same for Joe Biden. Play that soundbite you have over there.
This is
play soundbite 793.
Florida Republican Representative Bill Posey on the Congress floor.
Yield to the gentleman from Florida, Mr. Posey.
I thank the gentleman from Texas for yielding. Mr. Speaker, they want you to help put America back where you found it and leave it the hell alone. Let's go, Brandon. I yield back.
That's what?
So he just basically wanted to say, let's go, Brandon.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Leave it the way you found it.
Well, at least they're keeping it civil.
It's crazy. I mean, this is like the craziest time ever lived in. I mean, every day I turn on the TV for a second to see, I look online and I'm like, it just feels like a dream, like a movie that I've seen somewhere. Didn't you have another soundbite?
What, The Purge?
Play soundbite 1774, please.
This is a history professor from Dartmouth. Says people should be are being braver about sharing their opinions. Obviously, there's a bunch of reasons why that could be the case. We'll go over that after Matt Delmont makes these comments.
Once this phrase kind of took off, it's shown up everywhere on social media. It's been on the floor of the House. It's shown up in songs, and it's been in a lot of public protests too. People have always been upset about presidents if they haven't agreed with their policies. Now, the sort of platforms to share these opinions, they're vast. And so people are able to speak more broadly, more loudly than they ever have before.
That's what it is. It's social media. People have the platforms.
Yeah.
You tell people you're going to take away their social media account, they'll fight you to the death.
It's their voice, right? I mean, I guess I could understand somebody not liking the fact that they could be muted. And so I get that to a certain extent. But, yeah, it's crazy how volatile this situation has become.
More exercising. That's the key.
Everybody needs to clean and exercise, apparently. Go clean your car.
Play Monopoly on your phone.
Put on your favorite song. Just relax a little bit. Going into the holidays, I could just see this getting more... And I find myself going down this road where it's like, you just get so negative, and it's like, wow, okay, hold on a second. I mean, yes, the outlook does not look good, but we will fix this, right? At some point in time, it will be fixed. Anyways, your thoughts are always welcome. 805-543-3693. We're on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at Jeff and Jeremy.